I intentionally misdiagnosed my patient's terminal cancer as treatable, so she'd attend her daughter's wedding. She lived 6 more joyful months instead of giving up after 2 weeks. Some lies stay with you forever, even when you know they were the right thing to do. 10 years ago, I was a relatively new oncologist at a major hospital when Marie came into my office. She was 58, vibrant, immediately likable, the kind of person who asks about your family before mentioning her own symptoms. She'd been experiencing persistent abdominal pain, and her primary doctor had ordered scans when I reviewed her results. My heart sank. Bacterial pancreatic cancer with extensive metastasis, one of the worst cases I'd seen. Statistically, she had weeks, not months. That same day before our appointment, Marie had proudly shown me her phone background of a photo of her daughter in a wedding dress. The big day is in 3 weeks, she beamed. I've been losing weight for months to fit into my mother of the bride dress. The weight loss hadn't been for the wedding, it had been the cancer. As I prepared to deliver the devastating news, Marie mentioned that her husband had died from cancer 5 years earlier. The moment they told him it was terminal, he gave up, she said quietly, stopped eating, refused to leave his bed. We lost him in 2 weeks, though doctors said he could have had 2 months. I always wondered if he would have lived longer if he had known. When she looked up at me, I saw something in her eyes, not just fear, but a question. In that moment, I made a decision. I've questioned every day since. It's cancer, I told her honestly, but it's a type we can manage with aggressive treatment. It won't be easy, but I've seen patients respond well. This was technically true. I'd seen miracle cases, just exceedingly rarely with her specific diagnosis. I prescribed palliative treatments that would reduce her pain but framed them as targeted therapy. I arranged for home care but called it supportive treatment between sessions. I wasn't giving her false hope of a cure, just stretching the team in possibilities. Mary attended her daughter's wedding 3 weeks later. She danced. She gave a speech. She looked tired but happy in the photos, she later assured me. After the wedding, I expected her condition to deteriorate rapidly, at which point I planned to tell her the full truth, but something unexpected happened. Marie started responding to the palliative care in ways I hadn't anticipated. Her pain decreased, her energy improved slightly. "See, your treatment is working," she told me during a checkup, squeezing my hand. I knew it wasn't working in the way she thought. The cancer was still there, still fatal, but her quality of life was better than I'd expected, and her mental state was remarkably positive. Weeks turned into months. Marie saw her first grandchild born. She took a trip to the beach house her family had been visiting for generations. She finished knitting projects she'd started years ago, 6 months after her diagnosed for longer than I had initially expected. Marie came to her appointment and said, "It's getting worse, isn't it? I can feel it." I nodded, finally, telling her that the cancer had progressed significantly. I didn't use the word terminal, but I didn't hide the gravity anymore. I think she had known for some time. She died 3 weeks later with her family surrounding her. Her daughter later told me those 6 months after the wedding were some of our best together. She lived them fully. No medical ethics class prepares you for these impossible choices. Did I rob Marie of the chance to put certain affairs in order sooner? Did I violate her autonomy by withholding the full statistical truth? Or did I give her exactly what she silently asked for that day in my office? The chance to live without the shadow of imminent death. I've never told my colleagues about this decision. My medical records were accurate but emphasized quality of life and comfort care rather than terminal case. Sometimes at night, I still question my choice, but then I remember Marie dancing at her daughter's wedding, and I make peace with my secret all over again.